Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. How's everyone doing today? All right. Sorry for the hair, guys. All right. So, for those that do not know me, my name is Rosita. I am a vocal and language coach, meaning not only do I teach people how to speak in different languages, I also teach people how to sing in them as well. Now, at any point, if you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. All right? I'm here to answer questions. So today we're going to continue on in learning about the parts of speech. And what that means is we are learning the different parts of what makes the language, such as how to use nouns, how to use prepositions, how to use conjunctions, and more. Knowing these kinds of words will better help us when we get to verb conjugation. And also, these are essential words that we will need to know as we are expanding our vocabulary in Spanish. So, and who wants to expand their vocabulary? Let me know in the comments below or in the live chat. All right, and I hope you guys don't mind the little jazz music in the background. I think, music really helps. I know it helps me focus. Okay. Now, last week we started on working on nouns. And the biggest takeaways of that lesson is that Spanish nouns can either be masculine or feminine. And we also learned ways to be able to identify if the noun is masculine or feminine. So let's go ahead and just review some of those ways before we get to our other rules that we need to consider when identifying the gender of nouns. Yeah, let's do it. So the book that I'm using, and I love this book, is called Practice Makes Perfect Complete Spanish Grammar. I love how they break everything down. So if you guys would like a copy of it, I will send a link in the comments below, or sorry, in the description window. After this live class. Okay. All right. Also, I forgot to do this. 1 second. All right. So there's more to just the Spanish endings of O and A. Yes, we have the generic rule of, okay, if a noun ends in O, if a Spanish noun ends in O, it's going to be masculine. Or if a Spanish noun ends with an A, it's going to be feminine. Not always. That is not always going to be the case. And in last class, we learn different endings that allows us to identify if a noun is going to be masculine or feminine. So let's go over those endings. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me just grab my zoom. Zoom, supernova. Name that song, guys. Any 90s kids here or early 2000s kids? Okay. Oh, Come on. You're going to go over here. We're going to go over here. There we go. Let's go ahead and share the screen. So, words. I'm going to go ahead and separate them. There we go. There we go. So the masculine nouns are going to be in the left-hand side, and masculine endings, and the feminine endings will be on the right-hand side. Okay. So words ending in an accented IA, like dia, is going to be masculine. Words ending essentially in MA. For an example, clima, which is weather or climate. AMA, like, for an example, programa, program. Words ending in EMA. For an example, problema, problem. Or OMA, like diploma. These are all going to be masculine nouns. Also, words ending in AMBRE. For an example, hambre, the hunger, el hambre. Or aje, like viaje, which means trip. Nouns ending in OR. For an example, dolor, which means pain. Or an accented AN. For an example, volcán. These are all endings that are going to be part of masculine nouns. Now, how about feminine endings? Words ending in CI accented ON or SI accented ON are going to be feminine. So for an example, for sion, let's go with misión. La misión, the mission. For SI accented ON, let's do canción, the song. Words ending in DAD, like ciudad, city. TAD, like libertad, liberty. Words ending in IE. For an example, especie, which is species. EZA. Let's go with tristeza, sadness. SIS. Let's use crisis, crisis. Or ITIS, like dermatitis, dermatitis. Words ending in TUD. For an example, virtud, la virtud, the virtue, or virtue. or words ending in umbre, like costumbre, which means like a custom or a tradition. So these are the endings that we had learned the past couple of weeks. Hey, okay. Hello, La Amara. All right. Oh, and just to let you know, we are moving this class a little bit later in the day, starting February. It will be Thursdays at 4 p.m. A lot of I was receiving some feedback that people prefer later classes, so like after work. So I just wanted to give you a heads up there, and let me know if that works for you. Okay. There we go. So now let's talk about other endings that we need to consider for the gender of nouns. So let's talk about E. Eek. So usually, and this applies to adjectives as well, E tends to be gender neutral, generally speaking. So we will have to use the article that comes before the noun. And as a reminder, the articles that we had discussed was el, los, la, las. This essentially means the in Spanish. And the other articles that we had learned were un, unos, una, unas. And this will be more like or an. So whenever you see one of these articles before a noun, this will let you know if the noun is going to be masculine or feminine. Okay. So, and this is going to come in handy, especially if we have words that end with an E or other endings. Yes, because not all words are going to end in MA or A or O or AMBRE and stuff like that. So we do have other endings. So the best way and the most efficient way would be looking at your Spanish dictionary and find these articles. And this is why also reading is so important. Okay. So let's talk about professionals. Usually whenever we're talking about professions or even individuals, nouns will either end in an A, an ante, an E, or ista. Now, these are just some of the examples, okay? And I am looking at the chat, just to let you know, and I'm also looking at my notes. So I'm like, Annalise, hola, hola, hola. Always, always, always. So, whenever we see these endings, when we're talking about professions, we have to use the article. So for an example, a profession ending in a noun, athlete. So we'll say either el atleta or la atleta. Or ante, A-N-T-A. This is my favorite word. Singer. So I could say el cantante or la cantante. Another example, I'm going to give one of each. Manager. There we go. Gerente. So I could say el gerente or la gerente. And for ista, dentista. Dentist. I could say el dentista or la dentista. So, usually when it comes to professions, regardless of the general rule, this is not all the time, we can add el or la. Except like when you see endings that have like OR, then that's when you can put like doctor or doctora. But when it comes to these endings, you can add either el or la depending what gender that professional associates with. Any questions? Hay preguntas. Yo sé que es como, yeah. Let me check the chat here. Arigato. Hi. Okay. Also, let's talk about another group of nouns. So we talked about professions. Now, there are certain categories of nouns. There are certain groups of nouns that are going to be masculine regardless of the ending. Like days of the week or months of the year. So days and months. These are going to be masculine. So does anyone know the word for, okay, let's take today for an example. What is the word for Tuesday? Martes. So if I would say, oh, okay, I have Spanish class on Tuesdays, it will be los martes. And also in Spanish, we don't capitalize the first letter of the day of the week. Todos son minúscula. Los martes. Yes, Annalise. Now, how about January? Does anyone know how to say January in Spanish? Thursday is jueves. Es el jueves. Tuesday is el martes. Think Thursday as in thirsty. Enero, yes. Enero means January. So I would say el enero. So days of the week and months are all going to be masculine. Now, also speaking more about days and months, La fecha, the date. Okay, let's talk about numbers. Now, I know numbers are adjectives, but since you guys are brand new to Spanish, and one of the first things that you guys are probably learning is how to say the days of the week or what time it is and stuff like that, right? Well, there we go. So this is why I wanted to bring this up. When you're saying like the 1st of the month, the 2nd of the month, or January 15th, the numbers are masculine. So today's the 10th. Hoy es el 10. Because I'm describing the 10th day. So therefore that number is going to be masculine. Now, numbers are not nouns. They are adjectives. But I'm just doing it because I know a lot of you guys are just learning dates and all that fun stuff. Okay. Now, other groups that are masculine, I'm going to go ahead and just erase a little bit there. There we go. Compound words. What? 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 Yes, yes, yes. Compound words. So, compound words will usually consist, in Spanish, compound words usually consist of a verb más un sustantivo plus a noun. And they end with S. But they're treated as singular nouns. The reason why we're going this is because just to build familiarity with nouns, because when we first learn Spanish and as we're learning, like expanding our vocabulary, we get so overwhelmed in trying to memorize all of them. So, and especially like if you have a private Spanish teacher or you guys are part in a group class, like, okay, we're gonna be constantly correcting you. Like, no, that's an el, not a la, and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do is compartmentalize. Wow, my brain just broke. To categorize. Let's do that. Okay, sorry. Hi guys. To categorize or put this in categories to help you just organize the nouns a little bit. Okay. So, for an example, and this will happen in our Spanish vocabulary class, because we'll be talking about things that we find in the house. Can openers. It will not be la abre latas, sino el abre latas. Abre means open. Latas are cans. Crazy, huh? Also, other category of nouns that are masculine. The names of colors. The names of colors. Nouns that name colors. So I'm not talking about describing the noun. I'm not talking about using colors as an adjective. I'm talking about the name of the actual color. When you're dealing with colors, they're all masculine. So for pink, again, we're not using this as an adjective. I will say, oh, I like the pink color. I'll say el rosado. Or the lilac color, el lila. Or the orange color. Or the orange color. El naranja. So whenever you're given like flashcards of learning learning colors, that's why all of them are going to be masculine. It's because the names of these colors are masculine. It's my brain is weird, okay? It functions in a very unique way, but I'm glad I'm able to provide some form of entertainment. All right. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? I know this is a lot with nouns. You guys okay? All right. Now, let's learn how to make these nouns plural. Yes, el azul. Mm-hmm. Well, technically, Annalise, 0 is not a number. Technically speaking, el azul, yes. I love lila colors. Well, sorry. I love lilacs. I love the color too. It's a nice little soft purple. Okay. So, making a noun plural. There are 2 simple rules. And then we're going to do an exercise after this. For nouns ending in a vowel, we are going to add S. Yes. Doesn't matter what gender of noun. This applies to all nouns. So for an example, el vino. This ends with an O. Does anyone know what el vino means? The wine, yes. Or just wine. Now, who just wants one bottle? Right? We want to make it plural. Los vinos. Wines. Los vinos. Another example. Let's take fruit. La fruta. Any ideas on how I would say fruits? But teacher. Mm-hmm. Do not make me do not make me turn this class into a math class. Do not make me turn this class to a math class. I'd rather teach Spanish than teaching math right now. Las frutas. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Now, for nouns. For nouns ending in a consonant, we're just going to add es. So for an example, el papel. Uf. ¿Qué significa papel? There are actually two meanings. But anyone know what papel means? Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. Wait, where did you guys go? Where did you guys go? Ah, I lost you guys. No, where's my OBS so I can see the chat? Okay, there you guys are. There you guys are. Phew, 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 phew. Papel means. Ay, 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 ay. No, it doesn't mean ay, 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 ay. It means paper. Or it can also mean roll. Not like a toilet paper roll. Like a roll in a movie. So here paperwork could be más como like los papeles. So los papeles. So this can mean papers, rolls, paperwork. So here we're just going to add es. And hello, Richard. Welcome. Okay. Let's do one more example here. Let's go with watch as the noun. So to say watch, I will say el reloj. How would I make that plural? Let me know in the chat. Yes, you are great. So sería los relojes. Los relojes. So this is the common rule. This is the common rule. So for nouns ending in a vowel, we're just going to add s. And for words ending in a consonant, we're just going to go ahead and add es. Now, words ending with a z, however. Okay. So there are some spelling changes that we need to observe. And this is important that I introduce and end with this class, because if you guys are currently learning about verb conjugation right now, this is going to help you with your pronunciation, because you're going to see certain things and where we change the spelling because so we can keep the rules of pronunciation most of the time. Most. Then there are other times when they just want the Spanish language just wants to torture us. Yeah, I have to admit it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All right. So nouns ending with Z, la zeta. We are going to change la zeta, the Z, to CES, to CES, to make it plural. Por ejemplo, does anyone know how to say pencil in Spanish? El lápiz. El lápiz. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Z and then replace it with CES. So it will become los lápices. So we have pencil and pencils. ¿Estamos? Are we okay? Yes! Keep calm. Annalise, no estoy. No estoy haciéndolo, no. Okay. All right. Now, and we're going to elaborate more on this when it comes to the plural forms, about like the whole accents and stuff like that. And just to prep you guys that sometimes we'll have to, like, there will be words in the singular version where there's no accents, and then there's stuff in the plural forms and where we have to put accents. We're going to be going over that, okay? Also, for the next grammar class, we are going to go... Oh, wait, no, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. We are going to go, or rather introduce... we're going to be introducing irregular nouns for a little bit. All right, now for the last 5 minutes of class, we're going to have fun. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and just go back to my main screen. That's the one that I'm going to be talking about, but essentially, yes. Essentially, yes. Except feliz has an accent mark in the singular version, and then we have to drop it in the plural. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do another screen share. And also, if you guys are enjoying my classes, please don't like the video, subscribe. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, we are going to be changing, well, for the month of January 2023, I'm going to be hosting Spanish Grammar Made Easy from 10 a.m. to 10:45 Pacific time. And also, but in February on, continuing past February, I am moving the grammar class to 4 p.m. Pacific time on Thursdays. Just to let you guys know. Okay? If you guys are interested in taking lessons or like to have access to some of our classes in our VIP group classes, all by Zoom, check out my website, which I will do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go back here, and then I'm going to put that there. Yes. RositaRuiz.com. It's to access the class is $5 per class or $15 a month to have access to everything, including our Discord. All right. Here we have sopa, soup. How would I make this? TCR, you're making me crazy? Huh? What do you mean TCR? And I make everyone crazy. I'm a teacher. All right, sopa. How am I going to make this plural? Let me know in the group chat or in the comments below. What would sopa be? Ay, no escribe eso. Ay, no. Teacher. Ay, mi corazón. No, porque se escribe como así, mi corazón. No. So the answer, que mala sos, que mala. Sopas. Number 2. Yeah. Yes. Good. 2, residencia, which means like residence. How would I make this plural? Soup for English, that's correct. Ay, no, me estás matando. Ooh. But how would I make that plural? Residencias. I haven't been. Gracias, residencias. Sí. Now, for English, for address, whenever we have a word that ends with a double consonant, like the word address, we're going to add an ES. So, addresses. All right. Number 3, pasaje, which can mean like a fare or a ticket. How would I make this plural? Let me know in the live chat or in the comments below. So even when you're not here live, you still can participate here. You had a fun time torturing me, misspelling teacher all this time? Pasajes, yes. That is correct. Ay. All right, guys, that will conclude class for today. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you got, and let me know one thing that you've learned in this class in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Help me reach 4,000 hours, guys. Let's go. 4,000 hours. Month goal. This is the month goal. It's a very, very ambitious goal. Or 5,000 subscribers then. But that I'll wait till like July till I hit that. All right, guys. Until next time. I don't understand. Oh, I don't understand. Sorry. Give me a second here. I don't. Once a teacher, always a teacher. So one thing about my classes, if you come to my class and I'm teaching one language and you're communicating with a second language, and if I happen to teach that language, I will correct you in both languages. And I apologize for that. Well, I'm sorry and not sorry. But it's what I do. It's what I do. It is a habit. All right, guys. Take care, everyone. See you, Theron. See you, Annalise. See you, Richard.